Welcome back. Now to extra depth. Area farmers are bracing for what could be bad news for next year's irrigation system. Farmers rely on water from Elephant Butte Lake to water their crops, but their extremely low lake now has some people worried.
ABC-7's chief meteorologist Doppler Dave Spielman has been monitoring what could be a zero water year next irrigation season. And Doppler says most farmers know we are in a drought, and it's not a huge surprise that water is scarce.
Yeah, he went out to Elephant Butte Lake to see what the water levels were looking like, and he says he witnessed something very sad. Let's take a look.
Elephant Butte is at 3.8% of capacity. Water that our area farmers rely on to nourish their crops. If you haven't been at the lake in a while, it's low, terribly low.
Well, check this out. A month and a half ago, all these rocks were underwater. Today, obviously you can see it. Unbelievable.
Frank Filorio is a fishing guide that's been working this water for 34 years.
There's the sandbar that comes all the way out. There's the buoy right there, the hazard buoy.
He's never seen it this bad.
I don't want to see the lake like this. I mean, I want water. Everybody wants the water. We're right here sitting in 5 feet of water. We're up here by kettle top.
And normally how deep is it?
And well, normal, there's not really any normal, but usually we're in 30 feet of water.
If you were here in May of this year, the water level came up to right here. Quite a big difference from where it is today.
Elephant Butte is fed primarily by snowmelt in the spring that comes from the mountains of southern Colorado and northern New Mexico. We need significant snowfall next year. I mean well above average, and then some, to have any irrigation season next year.
So here's a look at our winter precip. And as you can see, we are leaning below average for the upcoming winter as far as any rain or any snow. When it comes to temperatures, we are leaning a bit above the average, so maybe a little bit warmer.
The lowest release in the over 100 years of the Rio Grande project was in 2013, and that was 169,000 acre feet. So in order to get even to the worst year we've ever had, we've got to find 100,000 acre feet, and I'm not clear on where that comes from.
So to simplify it a bit, it would take 76,000 Sun Bowl football fields, end zone to end zone, sideline to sideline, filled with 1 foot of water to get what's barely needed.
And the farmers want that water, preferring river water over pumping from their wells. River water has much less salt, and it's salt which hurts the crop in the long run. Getting that water from underground is not something you like to do.
It hurts your pocket at the end because running your wells, your fuel and your parts and all that stuff, you have to end up spending more money, and it just gets more expensive.
The Rio Grande, of course, is dry now, but we may not see water flowing again for 2 to 3 years, maybe longer.
Frankly, the long-term forecasts they're very uncertain, but they're not good.